All right, guys. So Tophia has done another GoFundMe for her brother, but also you will be surprised on the amount and what she needs it for. Okay, so if you guys haven't been following this, I highly recommend you go over to my YouTube and you watch all of my Tophia videos and then come back here and watch this one. Okay, because we're going to be talking a lot about the things that are in those videos. Okay, now, over the weekend, somebody sent me information that Tophiachu put up a GoFundMe. I couldn't find it anywhere, and then I realized that she used the same exact picture that the friend used for her brother's GoFundMe. Now, just a little snippet if you guys don't know, Tophiachu has been on the internet for a really long time, and she tried to make it like as just a content creator, and that didn't work for her. So she started rage baiting, exploiting her family and blatantly lying and telling people things so they can give her money. Well, her brother passed away earlier this year due to a carjacking. Now, a lot of people are saying the carjacking had nothing to do with her. It was just a random event that happened in a dangerous city. But I think she's using that to her advantage, and that's just my opinion because she antagonized a lot of people online and also fought with a lot of people online. And you can see that evidence with her online footprint. But again, that's just my opinion. But now she has started a GoFundMe for $500,000. Yes, you got that right. $500,000. Now, she received assistance from the state victims unit. So since her brother died of a violent crime in the city, she got assistance to cremate her brother. To my understanding, from what I had talked to with the funeral home, because I was actually in communication with somebody from there, they also provided her the urn. So her brother is in a funeral home. To my understanding, too, because I have not talked about it too much, because I've kind of just like over it, honest. But he is still sitting in the funeral home in an urn, not even in a box, just sitting there, right? Well, she has this thing in her head that he needs to be buried. And I get certain cultures and certain religions you have to bury, but Tophia has never claimed to be part of any religion or anything like that. So the fact that she still wants her brother to be buried even after cremation really shows how much her grift is grifting here, okay? Now, when you sign paperwork with the state victims unit, they provide you any kind of assistance they can, which they found her a place to stay. They found her mother a place to stay for a short period of time, of course. And they obviously did the cremation. Without that, it most likely wouldn't have been done, or Tofia would have owed the funeral home. But her brother doesn't have to be buried. And that's the end of the day type stuff. She can have a memorial for him, which would cost less than $300, especially if people were to pitch in, which I have a good idea that people would pitch in. But the people that would pitch in are her brother's friends who he was with more than his family. And she doesn't have any communication with any of them. That's part of the reason she didn't get the first GoFundMe, was because she never communicated. The friend tried to call her multiple times and nothing ever happened. So the way GoFundMe works is when people donate, you have to set up a payment option. When payment options are not set up, the GoFundMe then gets taken down and all of the donations get resent to the donors. And I learned this because not only did I start my own GoFundMe just to find it out, but I learned it over periods of times with people that were scamming that I did research on. And basically, you have to set up a payment. So every single donation you get, if it's $5, if it's $2, if it's $100, you will get that donation in your bank account. So let me put it this way for you. Even if Tofia were to reach $500,000 to buy a home, because not only is this for her brother, she also wants to buy a home so she could start her social media career, even though she's been doing social media for years the wrong way. Even if they gave her that, she would be blowing through the money as the donations are getting put in. Right now, I think she has like $30. That's probably already gone. I ended up reporting the GoFundMe because I see that it's fraudulent activities, knowing what I know about the state and also knowing what I know about the fact that this is categorized under like a funeral or memorial service, and that's not what the money is going towards. It's going to help rebuild your life when your life was the same even when your brother was there. She's acting like she had a house and everything and her brother provided for them. He did not. They still lived in their car. And then she goes and claims that she cannot have a job because of her status on social media. But girl, your status is because of you. Your reputation is because of you. Tophiachu has made a reputation for herself by doing all of the wrong things on social media. She is not an influencer. She does not have brand deals. No brand will give her a deal. And that's the only way you become a content creator, is if you get brand deals, you're making money from social media, and it's stable. Let me tell you, I've been doing this for about 4 years now, and I did for like a whole solid year make this my income. It wasn't enough for me to survive on because it's very sporadic. There's times where you can get kicked out of funds. There's times where you can get penalized. You have to pay taxes on the money you get. It's just like having a regular job. And Tophiachu's excuse is that she can't find a job that will work with her condition, which now she has PTSD because of what happened with her brother and her mom and what the guy did. But let me tell you right now, girl, there's tons of people in this world that live with mental health issues and they're able to work. I personally work at a place in New Mexico that allows me to be an adult about my job and doesn't micromanage me. And you can get a job in a similar field. It's literally that easy. And not only that, they pay a livable wage, especially for you, Tophia, because you don't have kids. I have kids. I have a husband that provides for most of what our wants and needs are. I'm not over here on social media asking for everything. Yes, I do have a GoFundMe, like I had stated, because I have a podcast that I don't make money on, and I would love for people to support me in that, but I'm not forcing people to do it. And Tophia, you asking people to tag celebrities and things like that so you can earn a quick buck is not the way to go, because once, even if, like I said, even if you get that $500,000 and you purchase a home, you're able to purchase a home because people don't just give you a home if you have money. You have to have sustainable income in order to pay the income tax, as well as the light, the water, the gas, the all of the utility things, okay? So not only do you need all of that, and you were to get a house, you would have to still maintain everything. And social media is not going to do that for you. You have to find the drive within yourself to do it no matter your situation, and do it in a way where you're going to actually create a community and not create people against you. And it starts with not asking for money. So those are the hard truths that you need to hear. And I know she's not going to understand any of that, but those are the hard truths to anybody thinking of donating or thinking of tagging that celebrity in that woman's post. Because let me tell you right now, there's a lot that goes on with Tophia. It's not just the surface things. It's not just the mental health, and it's not just the blatant disregard for others. It's the delusional thought that she thinks that she is a celebrity when she is not. I don't know. Maybe that'll bring her down to earth. But hey, to each their own. And this isn't a homeless thing. This isn't a race thing. This is a nothing thing. This is a Tophia thing, that this girl needs to be brought back down to earth and humbled really quickly, to the point where she needs to put away her phone, find a job, figure out her life, and then come back to social media. You're welcome.
She is not asking for a mortgage payment or payments. She actually didn't even know what a mortgage was. She, on a live a while ago, had said that she wants to buy a house cash and she doesn't want a monthly bill. So here we are, asking for $500,000. But again, even if you buy a house cash, you have to show that you're making income, which requires you to get a job. I also seen a live that she was doing that was talking about the programs in the state, and how she was saying, oh, you have to have a family. Well, first of all, she does have a family because she has her mother. I still think that her mother is being held in a different facility because of her disability, and she has access to other things. Her daughter is grown. Tophia is in her 30s. But what she leaves out, because she says, oh, it's all families, and then she like skirts around it or whatever, was that they're not offering her assistance and she's not able to qualify for the assistance because she does not work. She is not putting in the effort to work. She's not even begging on the street corner. She's not doing any of that. She thinks that she has the ability to become a millionaire and all she needs is a house to do that. so she can hang out with her friends, make content, go live whenever she wants to, because at the shelters, she can't. They're always over her shoulder. Why do you think they're over your shoulder, Tophia? Maybe because you brag about it constantly at the shelter, and some of those people want in on it because they're grifters and scammers just like you? Exactly. And then she's over here talking about getting disability. First of all, why isn't your mom on disability? Why hasn't she been? Second of all, Tophia, you are not going to get disability because of PTSD. You're not going to get disability because of any kind of mental health issue. And I almost guarantee that once you go to that disability office, they're going to send you a denial letter because you haven't worked enough in your lifetime. I think she's coming back down to earth just a little bit, because I have seen a little bit of changes in her optimism that this is actually going to happen. And I hope she's seeking the treatment that she so desperately needs, because this isn't the way about it. Again, there are numerous different job opportunities, especially in New Mexico, and they will take you to and from work. There's so many options. Like, this is not impossible for her. And again, I highly encourage you guys to go report that GoFundMe, because it says that it's for memorial and funeral when she's trying to buy a house. That's not a memorial or a funeral. Her brother never had a home for them. They were still living in the car. So use your brains.